I can also start designing the character itself while I'm talking to you guys. So, yay! So I have noticed that some people are joining my submission server for their fighting OCs, which is great. And if you don't know what that is, I do a little fighting OC thing where you guys submit your OCs and I draw them. It is in my Discord server. I will put the link in the description for you guys. And you guys will just head to rules and it will tell you there. And you can head over to my submission example and it will show you exactly how to submit it, and you'll put it in the submissions. I am thinking about actually changing it to not just fighting OCs. I'm thinking about changing it to other OCs as well. There are restrictions on what kind of OCs I can do due to some stuff that I follow. And those type of OCs, like anything pornographic, really, mostly pornographic. I do draw a lot of fantasy, but if I do get uncomfortable with the character looks, I will not draw that character. So yeah. So if I do get uncomfortable with the character, I will not draw the character. So let me go. I am going to blur this part out because I am looking for a certain character. So if you guys want to join that, I post a video of OCs. And if you're wondering, yes, this is inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, Hannah Q. She is a role model for me, and she has designed one of my OCs before. But I have changed my name since, so if you guys don't recognize me, my old name used to be Your Pal Miko. It is now Disco the Mechanic. And so if you guys want to head over to her, she is amazing. I love her content, like, so much. And yes, if you're wondering, yes, I am designing a Roblox character. And that Roblox character is named Scythe, and I love her quite a lot. She just came out today in the game, and I am so excited. And if you guys stayed for the video, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I love you guys a lot. I love posting. I love doing all this little stuff. Sorry for the short videos lately of fighting characters in my fantasy story. I have just been really busy and I have not had the chance to like full on like start drawing and recording the whole thing because of life. So I've had to either post the time lapse of it or just a little edited thing, and I suck at editing. So yeah, you can go and look at the videos, but I'll let you know it's really bad editing because I suck. Also, if you want to follow me on more accounts, I have a Instagram. You guys can follow as well. I am not as on much Instagram anymore. I'm mostly in my YouTube community posts now because that's where most of my content is coming from, and that's usually where I go. I usually go where most of my viewers are. So if you guys want to head over there, or if you want to guys stay here, whatever you want, you just keep a lookout for my community posts, because apparently YouTube does not like it when you does not want you to know like when a YouTuber posts a community post, which is fine. Totally fine. You also notice my style doesn't have a whole lot of guidelines, mostly because I have just gotten tired of the guidelines themselves, if that makes sense. I don't really like the guidelines anymore. It throws me off with how many lines there are, and I hate it. I just don't like it. It ruins my ability to, you know, work on it, see where I messed up, and go and fix it. But also like adding my little own details when creating fighting characters. Because like it's a lot more fun when you have little headcanons or little designs of the characters themselves. Because like this big braid was actually a friend's suggestion. Put her in a big braid because I like that, and I'm like, sure. I wanted to kind of, I noticed a lot of people draw her with dreads, but I just wanted to go and try to be a little different. Because I like being different. I like being different quite a lot. Especially when you're someone with very complicated designs, who loves making very, very complicated designs. And those designs are just out of this world for me. When Scythe came out, I was like so excited because this character had so many like details. I was freaking out. As you notice, I kind of like mess with my art. I mess with it a lot. I kind of like go here and there and everywhere. Sound like a Dr. Seuss book. But yeah, it goes everywhere for a second and then dies down, and then it'll repeat the process. You'll notice me adding details a little earlier than you'd see most artists add details. It's because I kind of like adding details as I go. This arm looks weird to me. So I know where everything's at. And I don't mind redrawing. This hand's weirding me out. Yeah, this hand's weirding me out. But as you know, I fix my art quite a lot. Quite a lot. As I did mess up there, I realized that, oh wait, I'm messing up. And, that's the thing. Oh, my bad. That's the thing about it. Yeah, I have a bunch of work in progress drawings. It's crazy. But you'll notice me messing up from time to time, mostly because I'm trying to figure out how I want this to go. So I have noticed that this arm looks really weird. Also, what I'm really glad about it is that it's a robot arm, so I can actually, you know, mess with it. What I like about Scythe is also that arm. It's really, I really love drawing this arm. It makes me all giddy. I love drawing so many details on my characters. I love taking time on them. I like doing all these things for them. And having amazing results after. Even if people don't think it's amazing, I think it's amazing. And as long as I'm happy, I'm fine with whatever I come out with. Now this arm does bother me again. So I'm actually going to remove it and change up the arm a bit. So I kind of want to do something a little crazy. Yes. So if you see the sketch type, this is not the official type. Ah, we gotta love squares and cubes. This is also to get an idea of what I'm going for. I might have to create my own little design to figure it out, like mess with the design of the scythe a little bit. I like this little X here. It kind of reminds me of Medkit, and when I think of Medkit, because Medkit like messed with her gear and made it a switch class gear, and it was like he like kind of messed with it. Yeah, I'm going to mess with it. Maybe make it even more complicated. I like giving it that fiery feel, but it's an electric type, so I might have to go with the electric. I might keep it just full body. So when you're holding it back, I usually use my own hand for hand references also. I'm kind of like, oh, what would it look like if I'm holding it back? Where would the thumb be? It's mostly wondering where the thumb would be. So the thumb would be on my outside. I also kind of give her more of a muscular feature. Of how much she's fighting. Make a lot more sense. So make her a little more masculine. Mostly when it comes to shoes, I try to do it as canon as possible to the shoes, but now I kind of just want to mess with it. I don't really do a lot of sharp shapes in my drawings, so having sharp shapes like Scythe is having in her design Makes it a little difficult for me, but I think I will push through. And you cannot tell me, girl, this girl literally rides a horse. Like, she has to have a horse because she has spurs. Like, you don't have spurs if you don't ride a horse. I also kind of like to shade in the areas that are behind her, and also areas that are unseeing, so I can figure out what areas are the darker areas, because sometimes in my sketch mode I can't tell. Also, I like to add a bunch of turtlenecks. I don't know why, I just love turtlenecks. Here's what I really like about my art style, is that I make a bunch of things curvy. And as you notice, this is a Roblox style, so a bunch of things are straight and cubic. So I like changing those things from cubic to curvy, and like exaggerating the scythe. So my scythe is actually has a tail. I am going to remove this so I can add the tail. I like making my scythe a rattlesnake, specifically a diamondback rattlesnake. Longer, more dynamic. Yes. And here is the finished piece, guys. Sorry about the audio at the end. It just started glitching out and everything, so I had to record this afterwards. As you can see, I did use an AI image for inspiration, so that's why that layer was also there that you saw at the bottom. And yeah, here's the sketch. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will probably post the colored one later. And I hope you guys have a great day/night. See ya, little sharks.